College of Humanities and Social Sciences is proud to announce the launch of the Department of African and African American Studies.
This is a grand occasion. Can you imagine February 20th, 2022, Black History Month? LSU is going to make history.
I am Professor Stephen C. Finley, inaugural chair of the Department of African and African American Studies in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
I'm Matt Lee. I'm the interim executive vice president and provost here at Louisiana State University.
My name is Catherine Jacquet. I'm an associate professor of history and women's gender and sexuality studies. And it is my honor and privilege to also be an affiliate member of AAAS.
I'm Herman O'Kelly Jr. I'm adjunct in African American Studies department, and I'm also adjunct in HSS School of Education. I've been at LSU over 22 years. I'm one of the old heads that have been around a long time.
I'm Dr. Raquel Rovius, and I have a dual appointment with AAAS and Communication Studies.
My name is Dr. Ashley Mack, and I am an assistant professor in the Department of Communication Studies, and I'm an affiliate faculty member in AAAS. And I teach classes like rape, consent, and culture, feminist critique, queer futures, rhetoric and social movements.
I'm Justin Martin. I'm a senior here at LSU. I have a dual degree in political science and African and African American Studies, and I'm the president of the Society for African and African American Studies at LSU.
My name is Jonathan Earl. I'm the dean of the LSU Ogden Honors College. I'm also a professor in the history department and a brand new affiliate of the Department of African and African American Studies at LSU.
AAAS started in 1994 as a program. It was an interdisciplinary program that pulled from various units within the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
When I arrived on campus, Dr. Durant was the director of African American Studies, and from my understanding, it was a long battle for him to bring diversity on this campus. But we salute him.
It was 1994. Dr. Thomas Durant was the first director. One could call him the inaugural director. And it was more than 25 years later when we finally made the push to become a department. And that push was cumulative, since directors before me, including Dr. Joyce Jackson and others, had always pushed for AAAS to become a department.
Yeah, well, the fact of the matter is that African and African American Studies has long been something that people have been doing at LSU for years. We're just finally a department. We can finally grant undergraduate and graduate degrees.
AAAS existed before its establishment as a department, and it has made an impact on LSU's campus and in our community, regardless of whether or not that has necessarily been recognized, right? And most importantly, AAAS was established as in response to the experiences of marginalized faculty and students. And it became a space where we could academically study those experiences, share those experiences.
I think AAAS is critically important on our campus for the students in particular, because they see themselves reflected in the curriculum of race. In AAAS, students will obviously address those questions and also see themselves reflected in the curriculum in a way that they might not see in other classes. For faculty, both those who are in AAAS and outside of AAAS, I think it provides a space where they will be seen and heard. Their work and the excellence of their works and their expertise will be acknowledged and supported in a way that you might not necessarily find in other units on campus.
One thing everyone's excited about is seeing more of those classes available. And then also a lot of our faculty members work really hard to make those classes available, but we know now with more resources, with this departmental status, that those professors are going to have more ability to teach those classes. But I think also it's going to give those professors already doing this amazing work a better platform.
This is a really important moment for LSU, as it was for Vanderbilt, which only 2 or 3 years ago, after 40 years of being an African American Studies program, was finally granted departmental status.
When I consider AAAS, I think of Patricia Hill Collins' text, and I think of the 4 domains of power. AAAS is significant in challenging the American narrative through the lens of those 4 domains of power. AAAS is significant because it requires America to answer for the structural domains of power.
Moving forward, the fact that AAAS is finally, right, a department means that it can continue to do that work, right? But it can do it at a level that is, recognizes its value in the community and also can reach more students, right? That students can get an actual degree in African and African American studies, that they can be able to put that on their transcript, that matters, right? The labeling of that really matters.
After the death of George Floyd, that schools all around the country started addressing diversity and equity and anti-Blackness and so on.
As a program, they attracted students and met the needs of students from around campus for over 20 years, 25 years now, something like that's been going on since the mid-1990s. And there was a great need and call for this kind of programming prior to that.
I think one class would be probably History of the Civil Rights Movement with Dr. Herman Kelly. Dr. Kelly, I would say, has always been a favorite among all of his students at LSU.
What makes my class so impactful is my passion, my purpose, and my power in what I do.
I think Dr. Kelly is someone who he really connects the class to his personal life and the experiences he had going to Morehouse and going to Boston University, and the way that he felt like he could follow in King's footsteps. And then he always issues a challenge to his students. You can go out and you can make an impact just like all of the people you're learning about in this course.
The department is living out what Frederick Douglass said: without struggle, there's no progress. And we have struggled, but we now see the progress.
From the visionary work of the founding director, to our inaugural department chair, to our first fully appointed professor, we are grateful for our faculty, affiliate faculty, staff, and students who brought us to this groundbreaking moment. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your work along this journey and look forward eagerly to watching the collective vision of our faculty, both past and present, come to fruition.
To invite the people to come to our party, to come to our.
We want to personally invite you. This is a grand occasion. Can you imagine February 20th, 2022, Black History Month?
At the French House right here where I work, in the Hans and Donna Sternberg Salon.
This event will be important because it will make a statement, not just to our city, but to our state and possibly our country, that we are interested in investing in the lives of all people and helping the people that participate in this department, as well as in the university.
Our inaugural address will be delivered by Dr. Victor Anderson, who is the Oberlin Theological School Professor of Ethics and Society at Vanderbilt University and a good friend.
I am so excited to be at the relaunching of the departmental status of LSU African American Studies Department. I think this is a great time to actually introduce the faculty to each other, to engage with students in their interests, but more than anything, to engage in something so critical to Black studies and Black lived experience, the enjoyment of celebration.
I hope that you come and are a part of the launch event to be able to celebrate and experience the celebration of the launch of the Department of African American Studies. But even if you can't attend the event, I hope that you are a part of our future.